Welcome back to episode 4 of my Mississippi River Headwaters adventure. In the last video, we enjoyed the clean water of the upper Mississippi and had an amazing campsite right on the beach of an island where we witnessed a beautiful sunset. In this episode, we finish our trip across Cass Lake and see the new Knutson Dam area, make our way to Lake Winnibigoshish, and make a decision to stay at a not-so-great campsite or across the lake in hopes of something better. I really do hope you're enjoying the series, and I want to thank you for watching.
Good morning. Day 3, leaving my little island paradise behind on Star Island, Cass Lake. And we are now going to finish the crossing across the bigger part of the lake and meet back up with the river. So I think this is going to go down as my favorite camp spot. This was absolutely an awesome place to stop. I am so glad I stayed. Hopefully any other campsite is half as good as this one was. Slept on the beach right next to the water. Had the sound of the waves all night. And yeah, I mean that was what you hope for when you go camping anywhere. It was a perfect night, very calm, very still, slight breeze, cool air coming off the lake, and just nothing to report, which was just awesome. Other than that, I'm going to get this crossing over with and hopefully be back on the river in a couple hours. Hour maybe, would be nice. So from there we're going to go down to either Meadows campsite or Smiling Joe's, depending on how I feel. I might just push it all the way to the West Winnie campground. And yeah, that would put me probably crossing Winnie on Wednesday, depending on weather. So other than that, we'll paddle on and see you on the other side. So we are now past Star Island's Point, heading out into Cass. I don't know if the camera can pick that up or not, but that far shoreline, what we're heading for. So got my little one speaker boom box going, so it should be a quick paddle with the tunes. Alright, we are within visual distance of the other side of the lake. I can start to make out actual features now, which is great. The point on Star Island is slowly faded into a blur of trees, and that's a good sign, means I'm paddling in the right direction. The lake is almost dead calm, which is just awesome. I understand that wind can sometimes be a factor out here, but it seems like I'm lucking out this time. I wish Winnie would be like this when I get to it. Sorry, just trying to adjust the camera a little bit there. Yeah, other than that, having the music really helps. It passes the time. Put in that good motivational music, you know. Paddle to it, make you feel like a big stuff guy. So, I don't know, we're 3/4 of a mile out from the Knutson's Wreck area, so as soon as I get there, we'll check in again. Alright, so we made it here. We crossed Cass Lake in just under an hour from Star Island, and we are looking at the replacement for the Knutson Dam, which is just kind of these rock rapids here, and probably just pull my kayak over the side of them here, but you should probably be able to portage right over on the if you're coming up on the dam on the right side of it. You can see my boat sitting there. There's a little dirt landing and then a little path over here, but I think I'll be able to pull right through the rocks and hop in right here. So kind of a cool little area. River continues on. Nothing to it. Alright, so we just made it across the new Knudsen Dam, which is like these rapids. And we're moving on. I feel pretty good yet. I don't want to say after just 3 days that I feel like I'm getting my stride, but I kind of do feel that way, so. But looking forward to getting into a little bit of current and having a little help paddling. The sun's behind some clouds for a while yet, it looks like. So, yeah. And there's what we just came across. Easy. So, I think, like I said, I think we'll go to Winnie and maybe try to hit the West Winnie campground. And it's only 11 miles or so, so it wouldn't make for a too heck of a long day. There, rescued a dragonfly. So, he'll be with me for a couple hours. So, we're going to head on down that way. So we're just downriver from Cass Lake in the Knudsen Dam area. And I don't know if it'll pick it up, but it is so clear. And I have said that 100 times on this trip, but man is it clear. It's incredible. About 3 miles downriver now from Cass Lake. Eagles are flying. Water's still clear, of course. Still got my dragonfly. Just thought I'd record a little bit. Something to do. It's a very pretty part of the river. Seems to be nothing around, which is nice. Snacking on sunflower seeds as I go. It's pretty much been my breakfast. Some kind of energy drink additive. Had that this morning, and I don't remember what flavor it was, but man, flavor is a big deal when you're out camping. A little bit of flavor goes a long, long way. So, coming up on, I think it's County Road 33. I'm reading the map right. So yeah, every now and then you'll see a big school of carp, or seen a bass a little while back. I wish I had an underwater camera, something to trail under the boat. It'd be super cool. Deer along the river. I don't know if the GoPro will pick that up or not. Seen quite a few of them out here. I know the early parts of the river, they can't really see through the grass, and all of a sudden one will jump up and hop on away, startle you. Seen quite a few deer on this trip, lots of eagles, lots of birds I can't name. More bugs than anything. I remember reading about this, but I can't remember what it was. It was the charred remains of a bridge of some kind. I can't say that I've ever actually seen a burnt down bridge before. It must have been quite a sight.
I will be sure to put a link in the description if you would like to read more about the history of this bridge.
So it puts me about, guessing 5.5 miles down river from Cass Lake. If that's accurate, we got 6 more to Winnie. Still alive?
So he's got a baby, so they're freaking out that I'm here. There's Papa. Too cool. Man, do I love the call of the loons. This area of the river is said to be a huge wetland that many birds use as a breeding ground. And of course, as always, the water is still very clear.
Oh man. I'm noticing I totally could have just cut this huge corner, but oh well, live and learn. Maybe next time I remember. Wow. It's pretty incredible. You guys see this? There's a whole lot of nothing for a long ways. Welcome to Lake Winnie, where boating traffic has increased and people come flying in the bay. It's nice enough to slow down. No, that's pretty awesome. To be honest though, I thought it would look further. Maybe I'm crazy. Lack of food and sleep might have me a little delirious. But we'll see. I still at this point haven't decided if I'm going to paddle ashore or go straight across. Maybe even just enjoy a day here at the west side and relax. We'll have to see what the wind looks like. That's going to be the major factor on this lake. It's been calm the past 2 days, today and yesterday. I can't imagine that that's a trend that's going to continue for long. There is a slight breeze coming out of the northeast, I believe it is, and it ain't much, but you feel it, you know. It just feels like a slight work against you, but yeah, nonetheless, still feeling good, and just going to try to get up to the West Winnie campsite. So I don't know, what is it, maybe another mile or two upriver, or up the western side of the lake. So
After making it to the West Winnie campground and learning I would have to pay to stay, I spoke with some federal park rangers who told me there was quite a bit of public land around the lake, and I should be able to find a place to camp.
and for the record, looks like my dragonfly didn't make it. Sorry, dude. So the plan is I'm going to try to head another 3 miles up the west shore of Lake Winnie. There's an island up here that apparently is both public and protected land, or whatever it is. So hopefully I can find a nice spot to camp. Well, to the best of my knowledge, that point has public land on it. So hopefully find a nice spot to call home for the evening. At some point here I'm supposed to be passing a creek, and that'll show me that I'm in the right area. So hopefully it's close, because I'm a little tired already. Open water paddling is just so much of a joy, you know. No current, all muscle. I think I found my creek. Which makes that right there my hopeful camp spot. This is an island, so hopefully there'll be minimal people. And yeah, I'm just going to hope that I can stay here. I don't know if I can or not. I see something built over here. It's a campground site or what? We'll just have to wait to get there to see. Looks like the hopes of a sandy beach are a little far stretched here. So I'll put in and do some exploring and check back with you after. Alright, so I think this is a campsite. First, a little public service announcement. Ladies and gentlemen, please stop the spread of invasive species. This whole shoreline is covered in zebra mussels. I saw some in Cass Lake, but it was nothing like this. It's just horrible. Just all the way. In this entire little bay here, it's just covered in them. So, do the right thing. Check your boats. Check your equipment. Make sure you're not spreading these stupid things. They are everywhere. Now, having said that, I think this is a campsite. It's a really crappy campsite, but I do think it's a campsite. There's a shelter here. Looks a lot like the DNR shelters I've seen so far. It's really run down. There's some typical writing on the inside of them from July of '06, so it's been a few years since anybody's tagged this area. This is how I'm getting into it. So there you go. If this is a campsite, it is obviously no longer maintained. There is, however, a fire pit here. So, I don't know. I suppose I'll clear a little area and stay here. Hopefully it'll be a quick night. Because like I said, this spot is kind of down in the dumps. You can see the condition of the shelter. So, I believe this is called Ravens Point. Had a father and two sons tell me about this spot. They were heading out fishing, I believe. They did say it was an island. This is an island. It has a creek right next to it. There is a creek right next to it, so I'm assuming I'm on the right spot. There doesn't appear to be much of any activity as of late. So that view would be south-southeast, I believe. So yeah, it's a real paradise here. Have to find a way to...
I did not mention it in the video, but the smell of all the dead mussels on the shore was pretty potent.
You can see Lake Winnie is absolutely peaceful, calm. If I had the energy, I would just go for it, but I don't. I am tired. A nice big anthill. It tells me if I disturb that, they'll let me know. So yeah, so that's my life tonight. Hopefully everything goes good. Hoping I'm on public land. If nothing else, hopefully it's a quick night and I get the hell out of here, and tonight's struggles will be tomorrow's victory. So anyway, I'm gonna get to figure some stuff out. We'll catch you later. Well, sunburn, that's obvious. There ain't much here, but there's a million dragonflies for one. Two, this old skewer. So I'm going to bend the forks and make a crude brush cutter.
As I was clearing some brush, I had a bee get into my shoe and sting my foot. With the bugs, the stench of the dead mussels, and simply the rundown look of the area, I just made the decision that this was not somewhere I wanted to stay. Maybe I was just spoiled from my beautiful campsite from the night before.
Alright, executive decision. This place sucks, and I'm leaving. I don't know where the hell I'm going to go from here. Just going to keep following the shoreline, I guess. I'm a little tired, but I think I can keep going just fine. Just don't want to. But that place was just a shithole. Not a shithole I was even willing to call home. So I'm just going to track the shore. I know there's some public land further up to the left here, and yeah, hopefully it's worth going to. But time will tell. Hopefully it's not all cliff, high bank. That'd stink.
I'll be the first to admit it, I got a little crabby in this part of the video.
But I guess we'll find out. So, if you come this way, no need stopping at Ravens Point. It's a shithole. Unless you like a challenge. There's a reason people never recommended this place, I suppose. I don't know. I'm sure I could have made it work, but I'm not interested. Probably less work to paddle than it is to clear out that site and make it habitable for the night. So, hopefully we'll come across something soon. Well, screw it. I'm crossing Winnie. Everybody in my family is going to scream at me. I'm probably going to scream at me. But the lake is absolutely glass still. I probably spent half the damn afternoon looking for a campsite just to paddle all the way across them anyway. So I'm just going to go for it. Go big or go home. And Winnie is big. So a couple hours from now, hopefully I'll be close. 3 hours.
Both my wife and my family following my trip all said, don't cross Lake Winnie today, just take it easy. But when you're grumpy, all you can think of is,
let's do it. Alright, I'm going to make this a really quick video because I want to get the hell on. So I believe I am somewhere around the middle of the lake, so it is glass still out here. But here's what it looks like. So yeah, not a hell of a lot going on out here. I'm trying to not pay attention to how fatigued I am. I will just celebrate my new home of Tamarack Point Campground. Hopefully it's still there, and hopefully I can stay there, because when I get there I am going to be pooped. So, having said that, catch y'all later. Alright, so against my and everybody else's better judgment, I am within striking distance of the other shore. There it is. I don't know what the camp looks like over here. I'm not going to straighten the camera anymore because I don't care. That's the view you get, that crappy angled view. So, I'm not sure what this launch is here, but I'm at least going to land here and breathe for a few minutes. So, nonetheless, Star Island to the east side of Winnie. That's the trip for the day. Family, I'm sure you'll be pissed, and I apologize, but I am here. So, rest easy, and everybody can scream at me later. Later.
In review of this episode, we left Cass Lake, seen some loons, which we can hear playing in the background, made it to Lake Winnibigoshish, turned down the Ravens Point campsite, and made it to the east side of Winnie. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe so you don't miss episode 5, where I find my camp for the night, finish up with Lake Winnie, and end my trip with some truly amazing people. If you'd like to contribute to my channel, there will be links below. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Too cool.